So, today we are going to talk about this small topic called as stye. It is also called external hordeolum. Okay. Now this is a small topic yet significant topic because as you know you are going to see so many cases of this stye in your day-to-day practice. So let's get started. Now from the definition we can know that it is an inflammation, and it is an inflammation of the follicle of the eyelash including the glands of Zeus. So here we are going to focus on the three things. First, it is a suppurative inflammation. Then second thing, it is related to eyelash, and third thing is glands of Zeus. So there are three things that you need to understand in this topic. First, it is a suppurative inflammation, and from the suppuration word you always remember staph, our notorious staphylococcus. Okay, now it is a pathology of the eyelid and eyelash, and it has something to do with the glands of Zeus. Now let's just have some idea what we are dealing with right now. Okay, so suppose this is eyelid, and suppose this is eyeball. Okay, now here is the eyeball and here is the eyelid, and we have eyelashes. Here we have eyelashes, and here we have a tarsal plate. Okay, now just like the other structures, we have glands here in the eye, and here we have those glands of Zeus exactly above the hair, right? So we have glands of Zeus. We also have some sweat glands here scattered, some sweat glands. So here are the glands of Zeus. Let me make it a little bit lighter. So here are the glands of Zeus exactly above the hairs, above the eyelashes. And when the inflammation of the these glands of Zeus occurs, we call it stye. So this is a glands of Zeus, and here this is a okay, let me make it darker. So here these are the sweat glands, and here is a tarsal plate. Okay, and in the tarsal plate we have meibomian glands, but right now we are not talking about those meibomian glands. We are talking about glands of Zeus here. So here we have a glands of Zeus, right? So that's why and also it is also called external hordeolum. Now if you look at this diagram, as you can see very clearly, this is the anterior side, like this side is anterior and this side is posterior. So it is external part of the eyelid, right? This part is external part, this all part is external part, and this part is internal part inside. So the glands of Zeus are externally, more of externally, and hordeolum refers to the eyelid. So that's why it is called external hordeolum. Now some also call internal hordeolum as a stye. Some authors mention that stye has two types, external hordeolum and internal hordeolum. But in general, when we say external hordeolum, we mean stye and not internal hordeolum. So these glands of Zeus are outermost part, on the outermost side. That's why it is called external hordeolum. Okay, now let's come back to the PPT. So it is a suppurative inflammation of the follicle of the eyelash. And which follicle? The follicle which has glands of Zeus. So follicle plus glands of Zeus, and this inflammation is called stye. So stye is, that's why the stye is more superficial, more external, and that's why we also call it external hordeolum. Okay, now young adults are commonly infected. People with poor eye hygiene are generally infected. Now if you remember something called a boil, you also study boil in your surgery. So it is like that boil, but boil is the inflammation of the hair follicle in general skin, but here we are talking about eyelid. So you can call stye as eyelid boil. You might call it boil. It is same like a boil. sign and symptoms are also going to be same like the boil. Of course, when you have low immunity, and of course when you have diabetes or debilitating state, chronic disease, then you are more prone to get this infection. And this is a suppurative inflammation. So whenever there is a pus, you know it is staph, right? So causative organism is coagulase positive staphylococcus. Okay. Now sign and symptoms. So it is an inflammation. So you know about sign and symptoms of the inflammation, right? Robert Dollar, Collar, functionalgia, and all that. So redness, pain, heat, edema, and loss of functions. So same is going to be here. There is going to be heaviness, there is going to be pain, there is going to be redness. You will see swelling, a red swelling, like a pimple like swelling on the eyelid. That is going to be there. And severe pain. Of course, not that much severe, but stinging type of pain. What I mean to say is particular stinging type of pain. And there is going to be pus, just like the boil. So it is going to be same like the boil, but boil of the eyelid. Okay, so there is going to be pus formation. So inflammation and infection, and of course it is also inflammation and infective condition. So there is going to be conditions like fever. You might get fever, some people get, some doesn't get. Okay, so you remember inflammation plus infection, and it is going to be very easy for you to remember sign and symptoms. So there is acute pain, and more likely to be stinging type of pain, along with the lid margin and sensation of heaviness and heat. Pus point bursts outside. So as the pus point bursts outside, the pain gradually subsides. There is going to be swelling, redness, edema, chemosis. Chemosis is also edema, right? So chemosis, pus may be visible outside, and enlargement of the corresponding preauricular lymph node may be there. Okay, so these are the sign and symptoms. Now treatment. So it is an infection, so there is going to be antibiotics, and it is a eye pathology, so there is going to be antibiotic eye drops. So ampicillin, which is oral antibiotics, then there is genticin eye drops. Okay, and whenever you see the pus, you just simply drain it. That is the rule. Whenever you see the pus, you drain it. So same rule is going to be applied here. But whenever you are applying this rule, always be aware of the nerves. So that's why a good surgeon should always know a good anatomy. So good surgeons should always have a good knowledge of the anatomy, right? So you need to know the nerve endings. Okay, hot compression can also be given here to subside that swelling. So that's it. Thank you so much, and please make sure to like my video, and also share your views in the comment section. Do let me know if I have to make any change, if I am missing anything. Okay, so I'm ready for your opinions, your views. Okay, and also subscribe to my channel, because this is going to be motivate me to make more videos like this, and bell icon is going to give you the notification. So that's it. Thank you so much.